Just a few days ago, the future of Hypixel Bedwars was looking optimistic. The staff team seemed to have a new motivation to improve Bedwars, with promises of new updates that would include new maps, items, and even entirely new game modes. I personally was enjoying the game mode more than I ever had before, and I specifically enjoyed achieving high win streaks with friends, sometimes winning 50 or even 100 games in a row. But just this Wednesday, I got home, logged on to Hypixel, and queued into a Force game, just to be welcomed with this. Everyone's usernames were obstructed, similar to how it is in an official tournament. Confused, I decided to stay in the queue anyways, and once the game started, I realized that half the lobby was well over 600 stars, most with super high FKDR and stats. Obviously, this was no normal Bedwars queue, as players with that level are very uncommon, and to have my entire queue composed of them, well, something was definitely off. So Hypixel not only decided to obstruct the usernames in queue with zero warning, but they also thought it would be a fun idea to throw in skill-based matchmaking, which literally nobody asked for. There's a lot to talk about here, but I think the best place to start is to talk about the obstructed usernames. Obviously, this means that queue dodging will be impossible without downloading a Trojan virus on your PC. On the surface, this doesn't seem like a huge problem, but let's remember the main reason why people dodge in the first place: snipers. This update makes it easier for snipers to succeed in sniping people, because now people can't dodge them. Now you might be thinking, doesn't this update prevent sniping since snipers can't find you in the queue? And to that I say, absolutely not. Keep in mind that most snipers use beamed accounts, meaning they have absolutely no care for stats. They will just stay in the queues until the game starts, and then they will just disconnect and rejoin another queue until they find the targeted player. You are now able to freeze your API status while you are online, but most snipers just use bots to track down players, and freezing your API does nothing to help with that. Lately, I've been getting sniped every 2 to 4 games, making the experience miserable and completely demolishing any chance of win streaking. Now, perhaps the most annoying part of this update, they added a new system of matchmaking, and according to Hypixel, this separates players 50 stars and over into their own queue. But from the queues I have seen, I think they separate people much more strictly than that, because I can barely find anyone under 300 stars in my games anymore, and it literally takes 10 times longer than before to queue a game. Now with these extremely high level queues, everyone plays like it's a tournament, bridging the height limit and using these annoying ranked Bedwars strategies to win games. In this clip here, Green Team is composed of 1000 star with 12 FKDR and a 400 star with 30 FKDR, who is literally number 15 on the ranked Bedwars ELO leaderboard. And meanwhile, I'm here with only 150 stars. Most high level players are now switching to alt accounts so that they can enjoy the game again, which means that the low star lobbies are going to be just as miserable, ruining the experience for all levels of players. So basically, Hypixel turned casual Bedwars into a tournament, and I will no longer be able to play Bedwars with my less experienced friends, as they will have to go against insanely good players and annoying snipers and closet cheaters every single game. They also did apply this whole system to duels, making the game mode even worse than it already was. Less people are going to be buying MVP++, myself included, since there was zero reason to nick due to the new matchmaking, so Hypixel is literally losing themselves money. This update literally solves nothing, and the player count on the whole server is already taking a massive drop. I think this update should be reverted as soon as possible, but Hypixel doesn't seem to care, and they literally have Skyblock admins working on these updates, who probably don't have more than 2 hours of Bedwars playtime.